So the fan base feels quite split at the moment. Ange in, Ange out, Ange out. I'm going to say that game yesterday was not on Ange. Welcome to your Forest News. Hey guys, hope you're doing well and welcome to Burnley 1, Forest 1. And there's quite a few things we need to talk about because I don't think it's as bad as some people are making it out to be. And no, I'm not being a happy clapper, I'm just being objective about it. So we're about to get into it. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed as well. Massive thank you to you guys getting us to 32,000 subscribers yesterday. You guys are legends. And to celebrate, we got 10% of everything on the discount store to celebrate, obviously, this important time for us with Cluffy. So if you want to grab your Cluffy, I hope anybody's not stupid enough to write us off. Exactly why we're doing this video. Go check out the merch store, scan the QR code, click on the link and use the code CLUFF, which will get you the 10% off your basket. So that will be live for the whole of today. Okay, let's jump into this and let's get chatting about the game because there's a lot to talk about. And I'm quite calm about this one. Maybe some of you are thinking, is this the same guy? This guy usually is losing his head left, right and center. The main reason is I kind of like what I'm seeing from the attacking perspective. Okay, I get it. Defensively, it's a bit all over the place. But Forest had 17 shots away from goal, away from home. I don't remember how many times we've done that over the last couple of seasons. 8 of those were on target. 2 huge chances, big chances missed. Calamuendo should have scored. Igor Jesus, the keeper was in fine form yesterday, made a great save. Neco Williams had a great shot there. There was a constant barrage of chances. Even in the first half, Backward maybe could have done better with his finesse shot. Wood should have scored. There's a lot of coulda, shoulda, would-haves in that game. And defensively, okay, Burnley hit the crossbar. But outside of that, I don't think they should have scored their goal if Zinchenko doesn't kind of lose his balance, fall over and then bumble it into the net. They don't score. So I'm not too disappointed. We're down to individual errors now. These will get ironed out in the wash. And that's why I'm quite calm about it. Look, we have a tough game coming up midweek against Real Betis, which we'll cover off as we get close to the time. We'll be doing a good build up for that, so make sure you're tuned in. But in general, there's so many positives to take. I thought this guy, Neco Williams, was fantastic yesterday. I can't believe what you guys scored him on the player ratings. But I think he looks more comfortable in the attack on the right-hand side because he's been very good defensively on the left-hand side. But when he gets to the final third on the left-hand side, he has to cut in more likely than not to go onto his stronger foot. Whereas it's more natural on the right side. And he scored from the right side yesterday as well. I would say where I felt Forest went wrong is after we got our first goal, we still had this 20 minutes of possession where we could have really put them to the sword, got another goal. I think 2-0 breaks Burnley yesterday and they don't have a way back into it. But a point on the road against Burnley, who were unlucky against Liverpool, unlucky against Manchester United, look well organised currently, I don't think is too bad. On top of that, I don't really like getting the promoted teams early on in the season. They're still not kind of filtered their way towards the bottom of the league for those that are going to, and they're still going on that hype train of what they did in the Championship and being back in the Premier League. We saw that, 2 seasons ago when we played Sheffield United, Burnley, and I can't remember who the other one was. But we struggled in all 3 of those games. Okay, the circumstances, player and manager were all different, but it's something to kind of take into account. And let's not forget, Ange still hasn't set foot in the City ground. He had, who did we have last week? Arsenal away from home. Then we had Swansea away from home. And we got Burnley away from home. And then after that, we've got Betis away from home. It's not till next Saturday that he finally is introduced to the home crowd. And I do understand the whole Ange in, Ange out thing. But I feel a lot of people are influenced by Spurs fans on this. Spurs fans are so excited. Spurs fans were in our player ratings and watch along yesterday when their team was playing at the same time. This is how rent-free they are with Ange. Just how desperate they are for Ange to do badly. That they're just spending more time focusing on Forest than their own team. So, like, don't let yourselves be influenced by Spurs players. Okay, that's the positives for me. In terms of the negatives, we're definitely disorganized at the back. Okay, there is a lot more attacking football. You saw Douglas Luiz and Anderson. I thought you could see the beginnings of a very good partnership there. But the disorganization at the back still comes with a back four that isn't our back four. Murillo, he'll be back on Wednesday. We're going to see him and Milenkovic back together. Although I thought Morato did okay, there was a couple of bozo moments where he tried a 2-yard pass in our box and it nearly messed up. I think it was at the start of the second half. But in general, I thought he was okay. Neco Williams, I think we all agree, had a good game. Sells didn't really have much to do. Zinchenko, for me, probably the weakness when it comes to defending. I don't even know if I'd use him as a left back. You may as well use him in the midfield if you're going to. But in the Ange system, it works. So until we see Murillo back on Wednesday, like, let's be steady and not jump to conclusions. I just wanted to come in here and say, look, if you want to beat Ange out, cool. I understand your reasons. But at the same time, I would say, have you given him a chance? Or is this your preconceived ideas about Ange and that you're just not willing to give him a chance? That's the thing. Now, to a certain degree, I understand it. But to what benefit is it? When I feel like Ange is messed up at Forest, I'll turn on him. But if he's successful at Forest, I'll back him. But I won't let what he did at Spurs dictate how I feel about him at Forest. That's the big thing for me. Because let me put this to you. When Nuno signed up to Forest as the Forest head coach, all the Spurs fans were saying the same thing but the opposite. Nuno's the most boring manager. Nuno's so defensive. We sacked him after 3 months. He couldn't get a tune out of Harry Kane and all this stuff, right? And then look what Nuno did with Forest in comparison to what he did with Spurs. Spurs is a club where there is just issues. They're deeper than the stuff going on the field. And Ange is the only manager from the big names they've had, like Conte, like Mourinho. They say Poch is a big name. Okay, cool. None of them won trophies at Spurs, and Ange did. And there's this whole fear factor now in the Forest fan base. Well, are we going to be in a relegation battle? Is Ange going to get us 17th and win the Europa League? Like, come on, man. We ain't Spurs. We're better than Spurs. We're bigger than Spurs. And we're more successful than Spurs. So keep their heads calm, I say. Look, if we see a poor performance against Betis and then we lose or whatever against Sunderland, then yes, start asking questions. I don't mind that. But ask questions about what he's done at Forest, not what he did previously at Spurs. That's the kind of key message from me. Kind of use that objectivity and judge what you've seen on the pitch. Now, if you saw Swansea and you didn't like it, and Arsenal and you didn't like it, yesterday against Burnley and you didn't like it, that's fine. That's fine. I hear it. But it's a span of 1 week, basically, Saturday to Saturday. Like, I think he needs a bit more time, and then let's judge him properly. But we'll break this down further tonight on Grumpy Old Reds. I just kind of wanted to get that off my chest. Yes, after Swansea, I was annoyed. I was angry. But after yesterday, I'm not a point away out of sweaty stadium like Burnley, where they're going to sweat you out, where they defended deep, they were in kind of a good shape. I don't think it's the end of the world. The season is only, 4 or 5 games old? Plenty of games to go. But let's see what happens next. It's going to be a roller coaster. We'll be live tonight for Grumpy Old Reds. Make sure you tune in for that as well. Make sure you've liked, make sure you've subscribed. If there's this new hype button and you understand it, feel free to hit that as well. And we'll see you then. Come on, you Reds.